guys, it's Ashley here. So, sorry, I just got out of the shower. My hair is all wet. But anyways, I'm going to tell y'all about a subject, suicide. So, if any of y'all trigger easily, please don't watch this video. Well, let me think. My first actual suicide attempt was back in 5th grade, I believe. Yeah, 5th grade. I had like a major crush on this guy, and he asked me out or whatever. Me and him were dating, everything. Everything was going really good. And come to find out, he was talking to now my ex best friend. And that like devastated me so bad that day I found out, because I was, in athletics or something, and I got out and like I seen him and her talking and he kissed her, and like I was so devastated. So that day whenever I got home, I went in the bathroom and I started slitting myself like all right here by my stomach and my thighs. And I took like 5 Tylenols and I went to sleep. That was my first attempt in suicide. A few years down the road, I've always had a different side of me. Well, go a few years down the road, it was 8th grade. Right? 8th grade? Yeah. No, 8th grade going into 9th grade. It was summer, I had nothing to do, so I just joined band camp just to join it. I wasn't in band or anything, but I joined the band camp just to join. And I started talking to this boy named, I'm going to change his identity for his purposes. Let's just say S. I started talking to this guy named S. SP. P is for his last name. And he and I were buddies on Facebook for a while. And one day I told him, I was like, hey, come meet me after band camp. I told him where to meet me and all that up at the school. He told me, he was like, okay, yeah, I'll come meet you. Of course, me and him met. We were supposed to be hugging buddies. Me and him hugged like forever. Like, I'm a huge affectionate person. Me and him hugged for like almost 45 minutes straight. Me and him, began talking, whatever, and he became abusive. And, the story about him is on my page as well. But after I finally got away from him, I became very suicidal. Like, I always questioned myself, like my personal appearance, my outlook on life. I questioned, everything that I did, because he made me feel bad about every single thing that I did, my, appearance, and like what I was doing, so, like, it was 2 days after the breakup. I knew it was best for me, but, at the same time, I was so upset because I was so attached, to the feeling of making him love me and want me so much that it just tore me to pieces. And I slit my wrists. You can't really see my scars because they're covered now. And I was working at the local Dairy Queen at the time. And the first time my mom saw them on my arm, and she freaked out so bad, and they took me to a psychologist to see and all of that. That didn't really help. So, go on. A few months after that, my ex-friend, introduced me to my now husband. And me and him talked for a little while because I just got back up. I wanted to start seeing someone, and she told me that he was a nice guy, that he was country and all that. So I went ahead and said yes, I'll start talking to him. So she gave me his number, and I started talking to him, whatever. That day, 2 days later, I went to go meet him up at the local church, just say hi, whatever, with my bike up there. And of course he met whatever. Well, that night we decided to do a one night stand. So, like, I met him up there again. It was cool as fuck, mind y'all. Like, it was a few days after Christmas. And I went up there and met him. I walked all the way up there to church. And I met him up there. Of course, me and him had a one night stand. Y'all, what happens in a one night stand? But anyway, after that, after he was driving me back, he started talking about other women that he was talking to. And like my heart skipped a beat. And I felt like a strong urge to throw up. At that moment I was like, great, another fuck boy. I felt like crying right there, but I didn't. I was like, thank you, you have a good life, in my head, I was like, bye, you can just drop me off right here. And I walked the rest of the way home. Well, like, I was still really interested in him, but at the same time, like, I was scared because he was talking to other women. That was a huge turn off to me, because I just want a guy to be focused on me, who doesn't? And like, then the next day she came over and like me and her sat and talked. And she was like, yeah, he's a big major fuck boy. I just set y'all up so that he can hurt, And she was like, he's talking to a bunch of other women and all he wants is sex. And I'm like, I told you I'm in a relationship. I don't like one night stands and stuff, I'm into relationships. I'm not into seeing people, messing with one guy at every single night, I'm a serious person. And she was like, I'm sorry, I just want revenge, so I blocked his number and everything. I was so devastated. And I found out he was seeing someone else. He chose someone else over me, and that hurt so bad. And like, so much went on in my life, to make me feel like I was not good enough, not beautiful enough, not skinny enough. And I've always struggled with self-appearance, because, hey, I'm curved. So, like, I got so devastated by that I started cutting my stomach. You can't really see the slit marks because my stretch marks, but I started cutting my stomach, my wrists again, my thighs. And at that time, I had a friend. Let's call her Kay. And her brother would smoke. Well, he introduced me to K2. And I said, fuck it, I'm gonna do this. I'm getting my life. He gave me some K2 to smoke, and I did. I'm gonna end my life so bad because of what happened with my now husband, him choosing someone else over me, that I smoked K2 to end my life. And it did kill me. Honestly, it did kill me. Like, I literally fainted. I was driving my bike home, I fainted. And some local, guys found me, and they called my dad because they knew him. And they were holding me, and my heart stopped. And I passed away. They took me to the hospital. They cleaned me out. And they resuscitated me back to life. I didn't even know I was dead. Like, it was just so dark. All I could hear was like a noise. You know how people say you go to heaven if you die? I don't think so. It was all black. I just couldn't hear like a buzz, buzz. And like, I was passed away for 10 minutes. I was passed. I was declared passed. But they brought me back. But, that was my attempt at suicide because of him, my now husband, because he chose her over me. Well, a few years down the road, his path and my path crossed again. I was so scared to give him a chance, but I did. Now we're married. But anyways, off that subject. A few months down the road after that, I after my passing and coming back. I'm not happy about this. I am nowhere, proud of myself for this. But I started having relations with a drug dealer. And he would sell me out for money and prostitute me. It's so hard for me to say on camera. But he used me, like at first I didn't know he was a drug dealer. He told me that he loved me, that he wanted to be with me. He thought I was beautiful, gorgeous, He was complimenting my body. That's what I loved because I felt so insecure about myself. He complimented my body saying he loved my curves, loved everything about me, loved my flat stomach and my big butt, And like, I love that. I love the feeling of being wanted, so he started saying, hey, you want to strip for my friends? I was like, no. So he roofied me several times to the point where I was like there but not there, and it was over 300 guys. That after I got away from that, my dad helped me with that. Everything's taken care of. He's in prison, but like, I felt so ashamed of myself. I felt disgusting. It was my fault though because he was poisoning me or whatever, but I just felt so disgusting about my body that I started cutting again on my thighs, my inner thighs. After that, I didn't want to talk to anyone. I want to focus on me. So of course y'all know I had a job at a gas station. And there was this one guy, let's call him R. He was so obsessed with me, like he acted like I was his property and he scared me so bad. But these are basically all my suicide attempts. But I wanted to just say, if any of you are going through a rough time or having suicidal thoughts, don't do it. It seems so good at the time. I know I shouldn't say that because I have manic depression and I'm bipolar, and sometimes, I still want to commit suicide because all these thoughts are haunting me in my head. They never go away. That's what everyone wants to talk about is, thoughts and memories. They never leave. They're always here. They always fuck with you. And sometimes they get the best of us, and I'm fighting it every day just like everyone else. But yeah, I hope this video helps someone. I hope if y'all need to talk, just know y'all can talk to me on my personal Facebook page. But it's a hard video for me to upload, but I uploaded it.